Hey folks, I thought you might enjoy coming along with me on a little tour of Olympos and seeing some ancient ruins. So follow along. Hey folks, well here we are on the beach in Olympos, and you can see behind me along the walls there apparently this was a city built along the walls, and there's an inlet over there where the water comes in, and the city was built there. And then it turned to piracy, apparently, and started raiding and pirating things, but the Romans apparently got upset about, and the Romans decided that's enough of that, and tore the walls and everything inside of them to the ground. Apparently then the Romans kind of came in and built up their settlements, and a lot of the stuff that I showed you, that I'll show you in the rest of the videos, are parts of that. So there you go. The signs aren't really clear as to what this is, but it appears to be some sort of a set of tombs. It's also next to a theater, which we haven't found yet, which indicates apparently that these were tombs associated with Dionysus festivals. And if you look carefully in the video, there's several different tombs and structures throughout this entire mountain. Again, 2,000 years some old. Just amazing. If you look carefully, each one of these tombs, I think that they are, has writing over each one. I'd recently been informed by a tour guide that was wandering past during the last video that I did that these tombs may be over 2,500 years old. The sign seems to indicate that this is a theater.
Maybe. Might be a big tomb.
I can't step back much further because I'm in the bushes, but hopefully you can get an idea how large this is. And the tombs being next to this, as I said before, would indicate perhaps Dionysian, I guess, festivals. Again, 2,500 years ago. Try to give you an idea of how long this row of tombs is. It's a good probably 15, 20 tombs that we can see right along this area. This apparently is the Roman bath that they keep talking about. As you can see, it is very, very large. Supposedly built in like the 1st century, 2nd century BC. Perhaps some of the first of its kind. This is more of that Roman bath.
Look, it looks like this tree is holding up the wall. It is embedded in the wall. It might be holding up the wall. See, again, this makes me think of Prince Caspian. Is it Prince Caspian? No. Which one is the one where they...
It's just huge.
Thousands of years later, and the castle is in ruins?
There ain't nothing in here.
There's no trail.
Nope.
Is that the last battle? The one where they come back?
They come back in every single one.
Here is the tomb of Alcestis Landi. This is the sarcophagus right here. And if you look very carefully at the date, it apparently is from the future. Not quite sure how that works out, but there you go. But here it is. Apparently carved into this thing is several pictures of Eros and a variety of other of those ancient pagan gods that you learn about in your early mythology classes. So very, very cool. Here's one of the sides. You can kind of see an image of a woman who is supposed to, apparently Eros perhaps, although they gave her another name as well. The other side I think has a male figure, and it seems to indicate that there is a male and a female entombed, perhaps even the whole family, and they're all, you know, saying goodbye to this world and hello to the next, and that kind of a thing, which often happens in these kinds of ceremonies. So very cool. Remember when I said that one thing was a theater a while back? Turns out I was wrong. This would be the theater. I think I may be standing on the stage. You can see a huge part of the city here. And unfortunately, there's so little signage, I'm not really sure what we're looking at all. Other than the fact that it is old, relatively large, and amazing. This is across that stream bed, as you see, from the tombs, which are basically on this trail behind me, and are scattered now throughout these trees and bushes. This thing here is actually the top of a sarcophagus. We were told by one guide, be that as it may, trust that information as you may, that these were shaped like boats. This is the top, so it's upside down. The boats were upside down so that the dead buried inside in the sarcophagus could wander to the afterlife in the bed, in the boat. Apparently there was also coins placed on the eyes of the dead. One on the right, one on the left. One was to pay the ferryman, if you will, and one was to pay the entranceway into whatever the great beyond may have been. So remember to always have at least 2 gold coins in your pocket, depending on what faith you practice.